Hi Pisces, welcome to your daily reading. I hope you're doing well. I got my coffee, you got yours. Let's have a look and see what's going on for us at this time. If you're new here, welcome. Say hi so we can welcome you properly. Also, you can share what you're drinking. We like coffee over here. Some of us tea, some of us water. And we're going to have a look at any messages coming up for significant Pisces placements. If you don't have any Pisces placements that you're aware of and it's just a house in your chart, but you were still guided to this video and this channel, trust that there are messages here for you. Always take your own guidance. Trust your own intuition in terms of how you receive the messages. Take them as they make sense to you in your situation. If they do, they don't always. It's general readings. But you can also check out any other video on the channel that feels like it's calling out to you. It's probably because it has messages for you. Remember to check out your weeklies, your you versus them readings as well. I'll link them all in playlists at the end of the video. And if you want readings for all the signs, I do that on my other channel, Advice to Think Twice, linked below. Pisces, I want to thank you for just being amazing, supportive, respectful, understanding. I appreciate you all. And thank you for your interactions with the videos, liking, sharing, for your beautiful comments, and for subscribing to the channel. All that being said, Pisces, see what's going on for you at this time. What do you need to know for your highest good? Okay, so this is going to be the situation that's being highlighted for us at this time, and developments you can expect to see when it comes to this situation. Okay, bottom of the deck, the Page of Cups. Here's that communication that we keep picking up on. A message, a small message, but it's pleasant. Okay, it's communication that makes you happy. It's good news. It's something that you would welcome to hear. Okay, let's see. Current situation, we have the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. In the challenge position, we have the Six of Cups. Reminiscing, this could be a mother figure, a family member, an old friend. Could be an ex if there's any that you think of fondly. But either reminiscing or longing / nostalgic feelings could be a bit of a challenge. Okay, so they're pointing out in this deck, here we go, this is why they asked me to use this deck. I'm getting excited again. Well, they're pointing out that in this deck, you see the Six Cups, right? She's got 5 of them around them. The 6th cup is on her neck. So it's thinking about the 5 of Cups times in your life. All right, so maybe someone does reach out to you, but then you start thinking of everything that happened between the two of you that caused you a lot of sadness and sorrow. This could also be, I'll see what else we have, but I feel like for some it could be, you know, the time when you just sit and think about everything, good, bad, ugly, because you're getting ready to release it. That could also be the case. In the foundation, the 7 of Cups. More daydreaming. Yeah, the 7 of Cups in the foundation yesterday, if I remember correctly. Daydreaming in your head. That's something to do with the past. Or a longing for something that you've had for a long time. If it hasn't happened yet, it's a longing for something. Recently, the 8 of Cups. Yes, I feel like for some of you, you have released something. You see how we have I'm still waking up. What's the word? Transition. Not transition. Progression. Bear with. From the 6th to the 7th to the 8th. Okay, so you have walked away from something recently. Maybe this Queen of Pentacles on the mind, the world. You've completed a big cycle, Pisces. And it's very emotional for you with all these cups. Could have been moving with the World and the 8 of Cups. And you moved out of your parents' home or the family home or a place you've lived in for forever. Or you moved far away and now the challenge is you're missing your the traditions you used to have, the food your mom used to make, or the food you can make for yourself, and now you don't have those ingredients around you anymore. You don't know, you're not familiar with the new dynamic, you're not familiar with the new circumstance. So it's normal, it's natural to think about, oh well, if I was back home, if I was back over there, all I had to do was go to this store and that store. I know exactly what I should be doing. So that could be, the adjustment phase that you're in. You've wrapped up a cycle. You've started something brand new, okay? Completely new, very different to you. And as you're learning, because I'm not seeing like a longing to bring back the past necessarily. It's just reminiscing, oh, if you're in a situation and you're thinking, a couple of months ago I would have been doing this, but now I can't do that anymore, so what do I want to do about it? How do I want to do this now, right? It's for you, you're taking it as an opportunity to learn how to do things differently, to learn new things, to learn new skills, gain new knowledge, new information, rather than trying to repeat what you would have done in the past, which is a good thing. That tells me, with the Eight of Cups in the world, is what that tells me, right? That you've released an old way of doing things, you've released an old dynamic or circumstance. You're not interested in bringing it back or keeping it alive. It's more looking at it from a place of learning from it. And currently I'm getting this energy of comparing, right? Which is natural when we're learning something new. It's natural to think, well, if I were still back in that situation, I know exactly what I'd be doing, but now I have to figure it out again. So what's going on today? We have the Three of Cups, we have the Page of Swords, and we have the Ten of Cups. For some of you, you could be hearing from the past to do with some sort of reunion. Maybe they're trying to apologize to you somehow. With the Page of Swords, that tells me that you're wary of it because someone's reaching out to you, just trying to be friendly, but you're seeing it for what it is, which is a way to get their foot in the door to then start talking about reconciliation. And you're fine with friendly, but you don't want to get to the point where it goes too deep and they're talking about reconciliation and starting over. And because I feel like you've heard that conversation before and you're not interested in it this time, and you don't want to break their heart or hurt their feelings. So now you're saying, well, I don't think we can even do the friendly thing, because you're always going to push for more. Okay, so I feel like for today you're putting up strong boundaries with someone. Now, at the same time, or for others of you that are not dealing with any sort of past dynamic, this is a time when you're reaching out to a new community, making new friends, or you're asking someone out on a date, or you're asking someone to get together, have a meeting, discuss things in a very friendly way, because maybe now that you've wrapped this up, you're free to do so. I still get a feeling of talking to a friend about changing status, me being more than friends, going on a date, seeing what happens. I still get that for some of you. But let's see, let's get more cards out here for Pisces. What's the Queen of Pentacles in the current circumstance? The Three of Swords. I really feel like you have left either an earth sign or something that has been long established in your life. With the Three of Swords, there's been a breakup, there's been a separation, there's been a walking away somehow, a going separate ways, however that makes sense. And if it's not a person, it's a way of life, it's a way of making money, it's where you used to live, okay? The Six of Swords in the challenge position, we have the Three of Pentacles. And I feel like for some of you, this is where the past keeps trying to rebuild with you, but you're at a place where you're not interested with the world on your mind. Like, I want something, I want to start over, but I want something else, I want something different. This is done to me, right? This is how you feel. So that's why the challenge turning up as the past keeps trying to talk to you. And I feel like they do this a lot where they come back friendly and they say, let's just be friends, but then not long after that, they start pushing for more. It's that kind of dynamic. And you've seen it, and so you're like, I don't think we can even be friends because I know what that means to you. I know what it means to me, but I know to you, it's just a way to something else. Okay? Or, you know, it's that family member that comes up all friendly and wants to be helpful and supportive, but you know it's not going to be long before they start asking you for money again, or they start asking for support, or start dumping all their problems on you. And you're like, I don't think we can be friends, man. I'll see you at the holidays. I don't know what to tell you. You know? Seven of Cups in the foundation. Ace of Swords. Yep. You have clarity about this. You're no longer contemplating. You're in a place of taking action. Communication. Clear communication. Again, with the snake motive here and the world, there's been a true completion and a transformation. You're not the same person, and that's just the bottom line. Eight of Cups in the recent past, the Two of Swords. You cut off communication because you had to. They wouldn't have got it any other way. They wouldn't have understood your message or taken you seriously. So for some of you, you just stop talking, no contact, no, I don't want to see you, I don't want to talk about things, no. And for others of you, this just tells me that you walked away after a long time of being at a crossroads and really struggling with it, and decided, you know what, I can't do this. You went, again, we have progression. Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, Three of Swords, okay? Once you had that clarity that this is just done for you, you couldn't turn back. You couldn't pretend it's not true. The World on your mind. You want a new cycle with the Moon. I also feel like you've done your healing. Yeah, the Emperor. You want a new cycle in your life, a different situation. Major arcana is here. You're taking control of the situation with the Emperor energy. This could also be a situation where we have Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. You were part of a group. You were part of an association. You were part of a team, a collective of sorts. And that could just be family, right? But take the meaning as it makes sense to you. Because it served you to be part of something else. It served you to be associated with others for a long time. But what has happened is you've come into your own. You've grown, you've developed, you've changed, and now you want to do things on your own. Live on your own, work for yourself, be on your own, whatever the case may be. That could also be the case. So let's see, Three of Cups, Page of Swords, Ten of Cups. What's going on today? Judgment, Page of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. So if the past, this is what I'm saying, if the past is trying to talk to you, you're like, listen, you give them a very honest message with the Page of Swords of, no, we can't be friends because I know what that means to you, and you don't respect any boundaries. You always push them and try to talk about getting back together or going back to the good old times, and I'm not interested in that. So sorry, no, just no to everything, okay? At the same time, your mind is made up, another major arcana energy with the Judgment card, to communicate. So you might be sending a message to the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or receiving a message and welcoming it and embracing it and reciprocating, okay? Now, if you're not dealing with going from an earth sign to a water sign, which is the case for some of you, this is just going from something that had become stagnant and it was no longer what you wanted and what fulfilled you, wasn't making you happy. You were there out of a sense of obligation, or because it's same old, it's how it's always been done. And you're now aligning with something that is more your speed, more of what you want to do, more personal to you, right? I feel like, Pisces, you take the messages as they resonate, because for some of you this is coming your way. Someone else had to deal with this and now they're coming your way. So you could be the Queen of Cups receiving the messages, receiving the information, receiving the invitations. For others of you, this is you doing this. And I am saying that because you have all these major arcanas in your mindset with the Emperor telling me you are now in charge, you're now in control, you're initiating things, you're making things happen, and the Ace of Swords and the foundation as well, okay? So where's this going to go for Pisces? Look at it. We have the Sun, the King of Cups, and the Fool. Yes. Again, your energy, King energy, taking action, the Fool and the Sun. Pisces, you're going for it. It's like full speed ahead, taking a chance, diving in, because that's what makes you happy. But also, if there is communication, it's reciprocated, which is what makes you happy. And it's the beginning to something new with the Fool. Brand new. The World and the Fool, yeah? again, talking about big cycle wrapping up and a brand new one starting. That is something that you want. It's just for you. It's just because it makes you happy. Okay, so starting your own business and you have a very successful conversation with someone who either tells you how to do things or tells you who to talk to, or just teams up with you, partners up with you. You can exchange information, knowledge, experience. But it's someone who's doing what you want to be doing. So again, there's that alignment. Okay, or it is finally telling that person how you feel, finally asking that person out, because now you're free to do so, and it's reciprocated, the interest, and so it's the beginning of something new. Okay, or this could be about job opportunities or business opportunities, where again you are walking away from something that's you've outgrown. It's not for you anymore. Okay, and that's just the truth. That's the truth that you've come to, that you've been contemplating, trying to decide if that is the truth or not. You've come to the conclusion that it is what it is. It's true. And then you had to do things about it, right? There was no way you could pretend it's not true and go back to how things were, because you became aware of either that you were holding yourself back, or you were self-sabotaging somehow, or self-sacrificing for other people and you were getting nothing in return, hence the sacrifice. And you became aware of all this, and then you started to think of why am I doing that, and who am I doing that for, and why is it that I'm not allowing myself to be happy? You know, a lot of it was fear of change for some. A lot of it was you needed to become aware of your own strength, knowledge, confidence, abilities, to see yourself in the place of power, to see yourself in the place of the authority figure in your own life versus whoever this Queen of Pentacles situation was. Okay, under the Page of Cups we have the Five of Swords, the Six of Swords. Yeah, you separated from something, you walked away from something. Eight of Wands, the Star, Justice. You know where your heart is, and that's where you're headed. Full speed ahead. Again, Eight of Wands, the Fool. Expect the unexpected today, Pisces, if you're the one doing the receiving. And you're the one in charge of all this, you're going to feel like very clear, very determined. You're going to be in a place of, I just want to do it, see what happens. I don't want to think about it again. I don't want to dwell on it. I just want to do it, see what happens, because I've been wanting to do this for forever. Okay, you're in a place of taking action, taking initiative. But I feel like you'll be very pleasantly surprised by the response you get with whoever it is that you're reaching out to. Okay? What else does Pisces need to know about this? Additional clarity and advice for Pisces when it comes to this. Okay. But what I like, Pisces, is that there is no doubt. There is no doubt in your mind or in your heart. There is peace, there is confidence, and a desire to start this new thing for yourself. And it could even be a way of life. It could be where you change your diet, or you quit something, right, that's been familiar to you for forever. It's been your comfort zone for forever, the way you pacified, whatever, you know what I mean? And you're like, you know what, I don't need that anymore. And you start a new path, you start a new journey. It could just be that. It doesn't always have to go that deep. For a lot of us, it will do. But just, again, take the messages as you see them apply in your own life. See, message in a bottle, 15. Yep, there's definitely communication happening today, Pisces. Whether you're sending it out or you're receiving it, it will be reciprocated, and it will make both people or whoever's involved extremely happy, hopeful, excited. The Sun and the Fool, that's like childlike joy. And the Six of Cups, which is, I feel like, what was missing in your previous circumstance. The joy was missing. Your joy was missing. Okay, that's why it shows up as a challenge. And then in this other circumstance, it's there in spades, okay, with the Sun and the Fool. That's like complete carefree energy, complete living in the moment, embracing it, being happy, laughing, living life, feeling alive, you know? And that's the difference. I don't know which way around. Let's go. Yeah, look at it. I'm not making it up. These two flew out face up. We have building blocks, number 28. You're rebuilding in a different, look at it. Milk and honey, new life. Your new life is your milk and honey. That's where you're now building. Okay? After chaos and conflict, 33. 33 is a number of growth. You outgrew something, Pisces, and you had to make adjustments. You had to. There was no other way around it. You didn't fit in that box anymore. No matter how you turned, you didn't fit in the box. And so you had to do something about it. Rather than contemplating, what's wrong? Why don't I fit in the box anymore? What? You did that. And now you came to a place where it's like, you know what? I don't fit in this box. I need to get me a bigger box, a different box. And it's just, again, it's matter of fact. It is what it is. Okay? Yang energy, action, fire, Aries energy, Emperor energy. This is where you are. You want to create a new life for yourself, a new relationship, a new job situation, a new career path altogether, a new way of making money, a new environment, a new habit. I'm blessed with 22. It will involve partnership for some of you, or association with something or someone that is in line with you. Okay? Look at all these stars. Wish come true energy. So Pisces, that is what I have for you. Today, your new life begins in the form of communication. Okay? With 3 pages out, it's definitely in the form of communication. And message in a bottle, okay? Whether you're still dealing with the past and you're saying no to anything you are talking about, because I know it's not going to be just that and I'm not interested in playing that game again, or the past has got nothing to do with it, it's just reminiscing for you, oh, if it was 2 months ago I'd be doing this, but now I get to do it differently. I can do it this way now. I don't have to do it that same way. Now I know how to do it in a different way. It could be comparison for comparison purposes, but if not, this is where you are just taking action, just creating, sending messages, setting up meetings and invitations and opportunities for yourself. Or you're receiving communication that makes you very happy and it's the beginning of a new life for you. Aligned with someone or something that is just right for you. Okay? And that's what I'm seeing. So Pisces, you're going to have to let me know how your day goes, because that's pretty awesome. What are you sending the messages? Are you wrapping things up? Who is it that you're waiting to hear from? Because with the Queen of Cups, you're either waiting to hear back from something, or it's something that you've been feeling and dreaming that it's coming. It's going to happen. And so that's where that feeling of waiting could come from. So now we do your yes or no question. You can pause the video, phrase your question in a way that it needs a yes or no answer, and pick a number between 1 and 3. I recommend only picking 1 since we're being so specific, 1 number I mean, but if you feel guided to picking more than 1 number, then again, trust your own guidance. Just be careful not to confuse yourself. So let's see. Is it a yes or a no for Pisces? 1, 2, and 3. If you pick number 1, the answer is maybe. And with this, I get a sense of you could do something faster if you did it your own way. Or you could do something better if you did it your own way. I feel like if you do something the way other people have been doing it, if you do something the way that the normal process or procedure is, that's fine. You could still be successful. But for you, it's a case of you could do whatever you're trying to do faster or better, or it'll be better suited to you if you go at it your own way. Obviously, within reason and limit of the law or whatever it is that the situation is involved. But this is telling you you don't have to follow what others have done to be successful in this situation. You already have your own idea of how you would do things. So they're telling you that would be better for you, okay? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I get. Number 2, your answer is yes, ask and you shall receive. You might actually have to either ask for what it is that you want or make it clear or clearer, and you will get it. Or and I also see like correcting paperwork, rephrasing things to make your intention clearer or to make what you're asking for clearer. And for others of you, I get a sense of accept support, even if it's just advice. If you chose number 3, your answer is yes. Let me just cover the star. Your answer is yes, just big yes. Dream come true energy, getting what you want, hearing what you wanted to hear, getting what you asked for or have been praying for. There's a lot riding on this, okay? So you've been working towards it, saving towards it, pushing, chasing people, making it happen, but also praying for it, visualizing it, meditating about it. There's a lot that has been invested in the situation, and it is coming to fruition, okay, is what I'm seeing. So Pisces, that is what I have for you today. Interesting reading. Let me know what you think. I'm looking forward to the day. Let's see what's going on, what kind of messages we're receiving, what kind of messages we're sending, you know. See what happens. Let's see what happens. But either way, it's the beginning of something new, big, and beautiful. All right? That's what we focus on. I'm going to leave it there. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.